Hey guys, welcome to Project Metal Music's YouTube channel with your hosts Ell and Lisa. Welcome, guys. So, guys, welcome. We've got a packed show for you guys today. And hey up, Aussie! Hey up, Aussie.
Hi, Ozzy.
Yeah, so welcome, guys. So, if you're new here, consider subscribing because we always have, we sort of like tend to go down to quite a few rabbit holes, which is pretty funny at times because we always chasing squizzles in the and it's absolutely wild. So consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and hey up lurkers, hey up everybody, how you doing? Hey up replay crew. Make sure you sort of like do the usual YouTubey things. It's fun. It does help the channel out in a big way. And at the top of the screen, top of the chat there's the channel's link tree with all the links in the thing from getting in contact with myself on either on X or I still I still wanted to call it Twitter. I still call it Twitter. Sorry, Elon, but X sounds like a naughty site, so I still call it Twitter. And I said the channel's email if you so if you want to contact me there, and also there's Lisa's Etsy store, Boo X Studio. She does some amazing stuff over there, and yeah, she does stones, spheres, geodes, all the stands and cloths and stuff like that. So yeah, take it away, Lisa.
You know I don't like to grift.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I make my own jewelry, bracelets from different crystals and stones. Um, and I do have a chat feature, so if you don't see what you're looking for, more times than not, I'd be able to get it in for you. So just let me know and send me a message, and I'll see what I can do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we have, yeah, go check out Lisa's store over on Etsy, Boo X Studio over on Etsy. So show some love. So coming up on today's show, we have quite a few some really good bands, really good bands. We have Meldamor, we have Amaranth, we have Last Minute, we have Dead Rabbits, Ace Monroe, and Sisters Doll. So the first song is, and I saw this a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, oh, Lisaboo will love this. So yeah, and I thought the song is called "A Ode to You." So Lisaboo, take it away.
It's funny that you'd say that I'd like it because I saw this and I put it on my list. So when I saw you picked it, I was like, "What? What did I send this to you?" I was like, it confused me for a minute. I thought, okay, um, yeah, this super cool band from Phoenix, Arizona. I believe it's just the two of them, the female singer and the male, basically
Yeah, they're
electric
called
drum. Yeah,
Mel and Dave.
yeah. So I love the goth punk feel of this song with the synth and the electric drums and oh, so good. I love the beat. I love the beat of this, and the female singer is very good, and her voice fits it perfectly. It's like a deep, kind of a deep, sultry kind of a voice. Um, yeah, it fits the style really well. I love the kind of a black and white, kind of a monochrome kind of uh, video with the pops of the color in it. And oh, I loved her outfit. I loved her outfit. Um, yeah, very good transitions throughout. I like the tempo and the melody. The lyrics are deep and flowed really nicely, and it's quite captivating. It's quite a captivating song. Um, yeah, I really liked it, and I was surprised they were from Phoenix. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's totally agree. It's a brilliant song, and it's a brilliant band. Because when I saw the video, I was like thinking, oh right, okay. Um, I was like, I was watching it for the first time a few weeks back, and I was like, okay, Ozzy, bring us one. She says, just making a coffee. When I looked at it, I was like, oh, right, okay. It sort of like gives me a sort of like 80s, 90s vibe, sort of like goth, EDM, sort of like synthwave, dark wave type of vibe. Because
yeah,
it's got like that, like especially like in like the sort of like the underground, sort of like up the underground, sort of like of the goth, EDM, synthwave, dark wave type of vibe to it.
yeah,
Um, and I was just like, with sort of like a little bit of rock and a little bit of metal thrown in, especially with the
hmm,
imagery, with the costumes and the chains and the sort of like the sort of like the sort of like black roses and stuff like that type of thing. That type of imagery that you usually expect from sort of like the hard rock metal side. Plus, you got like this the sort of like synth wave, dark wave, sort of like gothic vibe to the actual music itself. If you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah. Yeah, musically wise, I totally love the synths and the electronic drums played by Dave. And I don't know if there was a um, actual bass as we know it as bass guitar, but there was like a bass drum, like really cool melodic sort of like melodic bass line to the actual song, which I liked, um, which also helps drives the song along with the bass line. Love the drums. Um, it's sort of like I said, with like the synth and the drums, sort of like basically all in one type of thing. In the video. Hey John, how you doing? Hope you all right.
hi John.
Um, yeah. So yeah, it's and the vocals from Mel. It's she's like sort of like gives that haunting, sort of like haunting like quality to the vocals and to the
Yeah,
song, which I thought was sort of like it's got like that like goth dark wave vibe to them.
hmm,
So I thought really good. The sort of the whole package of the whole package of this not only the band but also the song as well. It was really good, really good. So
yeah.
yeah. Um. So what's your rating?
I give it an 8 out of 10. I want to hear more. Um, I want to hear more from them. I'm gonna kind of, see where they go from here. Very good. Very, very awesome. Just want to hear more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's, when I did a little bit of research on them, they got on just on YouTube alone. They got 22 songs or
Yeah.
22 videos up on YouTube. And then when I went over to Spotify, they've got like a couple of albums up there on Spotify.
Hmm.
So yeah, really good song. So for me, I give them a 9 because it takes me back to sort of like
Oh,
the
yeah.
mid 80s, round about the early to mid 80s, going into like the early 90s
Yeah. Yeah.
sort of thing.
For me, it
So
was the same. It was the same. It brought me back to to those times. But I want to hear a little bit more. I'm being a little bit conservative in my ranking this time. But
yeah,
it'll probably jump like crazy
yeah,
after.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So the next band, uh, sort of like million miles apart from Meldamor, completely a million, but sort of like similar in a way. So Amaranth, and their song "Digital World." So take it away.
I love this. I love this song. And this is an older song too as well, right?
Yeah,
This is an older
yeah,
one. I, I
2 years
know
old, I think.
yeah, I know I know I heard this back. I know I did, but it's hard for me to remember names and stuff. But but the music is there. I know it. So when I first started, I'm like, What? Where was this? Like, what time? Where did this, come out?" And it's like, because it sounded so familiar. It was almost like deja vu, like listening to this. So, and I love the start with the strong drums and the fast beat, that cool fast beat. The riffs and the guitars are strong on this. Love the synth sounds in the backing. Great transitions. Loved the vocals, both the female and the male vocalists. Great contrast between the two. It was nice contrast. Love the digital synth sounds. Fit the name of the song, of course, really well. And about three-quarters of the way through, there was a heavier section with
Yeah,
kind of growly male vocals that I really loved. I loved that section. And then they went back to slightly lighter sound to the end. Um, love the energy in this song. The video was cool with the black and the white, with the band playing and singing. And I love the rhythm section on this, very strong. That bass was up there. Lyrics are good and talk of living in the digital world. Of course, the name of the song, right? Digital world. Um, yeah, I love the beat. Had a really good melody. Very catchy. It was a very catchy song, and yeah, I know this song.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like for me, love the intro uh, with the synth. It was like sort of like the synth intro, like your sort of like intro, and then the drums kick in. Love the drums on this. They really kick, and they're really good throughout the song, as they really set up a really sort of like fast pace of the fast pace, and sort of like it does sort of like to the point where they sort of like get you up and dance if you to get you moving. Um, and I love the bass on this. Love the bass as sort of like it's exactly the same with the bass is exactly the same with the drums. Fast paced, get you up, uh, literally gets you moving. It's sort of like one of those sort of like you could start technically could start a mosh pit. It's one of those sort of like songs where you can, the bass, the rhythm
Yeah.
section is just like completely uh, gets you up and moving. If you know what I mean, it's sort of like one of those. It's sort of like it's sort of like one of those sort of like it's a bit like yeah, it's one of those types of songs where it's sort of like going from sort of like the analog raw power of a rock band, metal band, and sort of like stepping over the line into sort of like EDM type in a way, but not quite. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes, there are synths in the song, but it's sort of like it's one of those songs where you can actually like, get get moving. You can get dance going back to the traditional rock and roll of the 50s and 60s with like the tempo of the actual song, if you know what I mean. Where you can actually,
Hmm.
hence the name rock and roll.
Yeah.
You sort of, if you ever, because yeah, I've seen all the documentaries and dance moves and videos, old videos of um, videos of the time where with like Chuck Berry and Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis, and quite a few other bands of the time or musicians of the time, whether it be people used to rock and roll, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really good band.
Yeah. This
Um,
song would be dangerous to drive to. This has to go on that list.
yeah,
The
yeah,
driving list.
yeah.
So
Oh,
that's
good,
what
yeah,
I want.
yeah,
And I have to put a star beside it and put it on the drive, do not drive to list or drive
yeah,
to list if you want to get somewhere fast.
yeah. Yeah, for me, the guitars are brilliant, heavy, and somewhat in places somewhat distorted. The riffs and transitions are cool. Solos are cool. They're great. Um, the vocals from the male and female are
Oh, did we lose connection? I'm wondering if we lost connection, guys. Sorry. We might have lost Elle. Okay, guys. Till Elle gets back. Please hit that like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, and yeah, and so you don't miss anything that's coming up on the channel. We got quite a few interviews coming up, and of course, the Monday night podcast with Bastion is going to be on Monday at 9 UK time. And oh, yeah, we lost we lost. Yeah, so yeah, guys. So just please hit that like, share, subscribe, do all that YouTubey stuff, and yeah, get Project Metal to 1,000 subs, please. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody. Get your hamster on YouTube. Make your hamster an account, or your cat or your dog, and subscribe. Get them to 1,000 so we can get our monetized, because that would be wonderful. So you can upgrade all the equipment and stuff, because it isn't cheap to do these podcasts and stuff, right? Because it's always something. It's always some kind of technological issues that come up, just like in real life, something else comes up. So yeah, guys, if you can show some love. Ell does have, hopefully he got his PayPal working again. If Ozzy can share his PayPal, that would be awesome. So yeah, guys, yeah, we're just going through different bands and stuff. We did Meldamor, and Elle's internet dropped out, so hopefully it comes back. So yeah, he was just giving his review of Amaranthe Digital World. So yeah, hopefully I'm coming through okay. Am I coming through okay, Ozzy? If you can let me know. I did not hear that, John. I did not hear he got bitten by a snake. Um, hopefully he's okay. Holy moly. Um, are they very venomous? I don't know uh African snakes that well. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully he's doing okay. Bastion, if you're listening, we love you and please get better. Please feel better. Good. Awesome. Okay, we got the all clear from Ozzy. Whoop whoop. So guys, oh,
I'm back.
he's back.
I'm back.
I, I held
Bloody
him
internet.
down.
Yeah, bloody internet dropped out on us.
And did you hear about Bastion? He got
Yeah,
bitten
just
by a
saying.
red
Yeah, just
bellied
saying.
last night.
Hope he's okay.
Holy moly.
I know. A couple of weeks ago there was a snake in his bedroom, in his place. A couple of weeks ago, whilst we were live on the Monday night podcast, there was an
Holy
actual snake
moly.
in a poisonous one. So
Exotic snake in Africa. That's what I thought. That's why I
yeah,
was like, why, how is that in Africa? Isn't that more of an Australian snake?
yeah,
I think. Right, Ozzy? Oh, he's a snake handler.
yeah.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for snakes. I'm not scared of snakes, but I respect them and I give them their space. I do not go into their space and I give them wide berth, especially the especially the venomous ones. So yeah, I've had boas around my neck. I've had yeah, I'm not scared of spiders or snakes or mice or anything really. I'm yeah, that's the anti-venom. Yeah, that's hopefully they had it. So yeah. Um hopefully Bastion is doing okay and if he hears this, we send our love and get better, get feeling better if hopefully he's doing okay. So we're thinking about you.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. Get well soon, Bear Bastion. Get well soon. So yeah. Well, where were we? Where were we?
You were talking about Amaranth and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's where I was at. The vocals. Yeah, the male and female. Uh, the good. Both are absolutely brilliant on this. So if like the females got like clean, angelic sound to them. The male's got more of a growl to them. But also he did some clean there. But there's also uh, both a brilliant counterpoint for each. Loved the synth and the keys on this. Sort of like obviously being like being in a digital world. So also sort of like took away from the video itself. You got that sort of like the analog of the actual guitars and the drums and playing analog equipment and there's also you got like the synths keyboards on the thing and stuff like also got like the digital side of the actual song itself, like in the
Yeah.
instruments, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Did
And
you
it's like
notice too, is that it was kind of like competing? There was
yeah,
kind of like a back and forth between the two that it was like, okay, it's like fighting for
yeah,
dominance. It almost felt like too, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I know that over the last about 5-10 years, I've noticed there's a big resurgence in sort of like analog media over the digital, like cassette tapes and the vinyl records becoming more of a resurgence back, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And this is one of the songs that it's sort of like digital versus analog, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. What's old is new again.
Yeah, yeah. It was not because I've spoken rabbit hole squizzle.
Squizzle hole.
Yeah, squizzle hole. Yeah, I was at the I was up in where was it? Blythe, up in Northumberland. I was at a car show, and they've got like a big military, what I would say, a sea defence, military sea defence up there. Because it was like one of the main docks, main shipyards for the East Coast. Um, it's for the supply chain in World War Two. And I was talking to one of the guys who's ran because there's a sort of like a museum type of thing up there, which does because of the battery. Uh, anyway, I was getting on. I go on talking to some. I said, just if you take a look, I go on talking about the old technology, and I was like, sometimes the old technology is better than some of this modern stuff. So I was like,
Hmm.
no wonder the people of like obviously people of a certain age will still remember the technology from the 60s and 70s and 80s. You know what I mean? And it's like some of the younger ones, um, some of the some of the younger ones now are starting to say, especially people who are in the 40s and 50s, saying, "Oh, I love vinyl. I love," and the people, these younger generations are saying, "Oh, I want to explore the vinyl records. I want to the cassette tapes. I want to check out the retro gaming, like we were speaking earlier on.
Yeah.
They want to they want to discover what we knew about." Back
Yeah.
in like the late 70s, early 80s.
Well, that's why
So
that's what we were talking about that. And my daughter loves to like zoink.
yeah,
And of course,
yeah,
I mean, my daughter, right? So if she loves it that much, then it's. But she'll be laughing when she was like, and it's like, you know,
mm,
yeah.
yeah. John says, "What is outside your window?"
What is outside my window?
Yeah.
Um, well, I have a patio that way. Out this way is cars, and there's a house next door here. Over there, there's a bunch of buildings. There is there's a city building right there in blue and white, and then straight behind me is the post office, and then there's a big parking lot right there. But there's a back alley that goes right over here, and there's Main Street is right there. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Just the standard city buildings and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. Although there is like in this city, there's of course I'm not going to say what city I'm in, but there's like housing up atop the main floors of these shops and stuff, right? There's like apartments and stuff that people rent on top, and yeah, there's quite a few cool lofts and yeah, I was a farm girl. I was I was for a while, for quite a while. So yeah,
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 yeah. No chucks.
yeah.
If you want to know what a chuck is, it's a chicken.
Ah, yeah, not anymore. I had two big dogs, two huskies that basically protected everything, and they were
Yeah,
my big babies, the two sisters, Coco and Lady. Yeah, they were very protective and basically protected everything that was on the acreage. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. So,
yeah.
um,
Another squeeze a hole.
yeah, another squistle hole. Yeah, getting back to Amaranth. What's your rating?
I gave them 8.5, but after I gave them an 8.5, it was like maybe 9, 8.5 to a 9. So it's somewhere in there. They're so
Yeah,
good. So good.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much the same for me. Pretty much the same. Um, Somewhere between eight and a half and a nine for me. It's somewhere in there. A good. I have heard these before, and they're a really good band, and I've sort of like followed them for a while, sort of, because over well for me anyway, it's over the last 9 year, over the last 9 years, actually technically over the last getting up for nearly 15 year. I've been sort of like following sort of like the unsigned and independent bands more so in the last more so of the like the medium to like the really big bands. But I still sort of like follow them if you know what I mean. Follow Amaranth, they're a really good band, really good band. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So next song is Last Minute and their song Breakthrough. So Lisa, what are your thoughts?
I love the punk vibe to this as well. This was kind of like a thrash punk uh kind of beat to it, right?
Yeah,
Fast female vocals and that thrash feel uh, to the drums and the guitars, and the aggressiveness, the aggressive feel to this is so strong. And I like that slightly kind of a detuned sound to
yeah.
the song. Um,
The
yeah.
Sarge is in the oos.
Ah,
Hey up, Sarge.
yeah, Sarge. Hi,
How you doing,
good to see
Sarge?
you here.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, I love that slight detuned sound, and the lyrics are performed with this aggressiveness and power, which I loved. And I loved her growls. I love seeing a female vocalist that can give a good growl. So yeah, it speaks of the world right now with people not showing compassion or greed taking over. Yeah, I love the power of this, and it's like listen to me right now. Listen to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So strength, good strength to the flow, and I like the chant by the male backup singers near the end. It's time to rise. I'll never give in. Yeah, I like that chant. So yeah, really good band. Love this song.
yeah.
Yeah,
They Last Minute are a hardcore band from Malaysia.
awesome.
Yeah. So I was like thinking, this is not a stereotypical rock band from the US or UK or Europe. I was like,
Yeah.
it was some. It was like I was like thinking, oh right, okay. When I did a little bit of research on the band, I was like thinking, oh right, okay, Malaysia, cool, cool. So yeah, I thought like I'm actually happy that the Asian countries are starting to produce some really good bands coming out of out of out of Asia, such as like Malaysia, India, uh, Mongolia, Indonesia, Japan. Um, no, John, he's a rapper. He's a rapper. 50 Cent is a rapper.
He may play
So he
he
may
may
play,
play instruments, but
but
I've
he's
only heard him sing. I've only heard him sing. So
yeah,
yeah.
he's well, yeah, he's in the rap, hip hop, R&B sort of like genres, like mainly rap. So yeah, yeah, so yeah, yeah, like I said, there's some brilliant bands coming out of Asia. Like I've had I've heard bands from China, Mongolia, Japan, obviously, Thailand, not Vietnam, um,
I think there was
it,
Thailand.
yeah, Thailand, yeah.
Okay,
Um,
Thailand.
I know there's a load of bands coming out of especially the Black and Death
Mm.
Out of Indonesia. Um, Now, Malaysia coming out with some really good bands. So it's good to see. It's good to see everybody. Everybody's yeah, it's good to see. Really good to see. My thoughts. Um, Drums are good. Pounding, melodic in places, especially on especially on the slow part. Um, Bass is solid. Really good. Really works well with the drums. Guitars are fast paced, aggressive, obviously with hardcore. Vocals are good, aggressive and passionate, especially with the song. The especially with like the subject matter of the song. Really good. Overall, really, I really liked them. Really liked Last Minute. Um, so yeah, what's your rating?
Well, this is another one where it was 8.5, but then I was like, no, it's an 8.5 to a 9 for me. That aggressive, it was so aggressive and just so like, here I am, listen to me,
Yeah,
take me kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
I I like that. So yeah, 8.5 to a 9 for me.
yeah. For me, at first I wasn't too sure. I wasn't too sure at first. At first I thought when I listened to it the first time I was saying 7.5, 7.5. But after listening to a few times, it went up to at least an 8 to an 8.5 for me. So yeah, it's I would like I like to see I would like to see them a little bit more to see
Yeah,
where it goes.
yeah. I guess
So
I was in the feeling for, for
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like I said, it's okay to it's okay to disagree.
Oh yeah,
That's yeah.
yeah,
So I wasn't feeling it at first. But that's just me. That's my opinion.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good.
So,
Yeah, that's cool.
but after, like I said, after I listened to it, it did go up to at least an 8 to an 8.5. It's somewhere in there. So
Yeah.
yeah, but like I said, it's okay to disagree as long as you have a respectful conversation about
Yeah.
whatever subject you're on about.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Yep.
so yeah, so going on to the next band, and it's Dead Rabbits and the song Hellscape. So so Lisa Bear picked this band for the next these next three bands. So I'll start off first. Um, so let me see, where am I? Let me get me bearings. Go on, Bryn. Stop the word by stop the. I can see the words, but I can't see them. That's the dyslexia for you. Yeah. So, bass and vocal intro. Totally love that. Totally cool. Um, Drums are really good, apparently melodic in places. Um, the bass, love the bass on this. Totally love the bass. It's upfront, in your face, and sort of like loved the bass, sort of like bass solo around about 213, round about 213. Really loved that. Um, guitars, are good, with the riffs, transitions, and solos on there. Vocals have the growl and clean aspect of it, which I liked, especially with like the subject matter and the imagery of the video. It's sort of like descending, sort of like into hell, and seeing sort of like the hellscape, and he's sort of like the singer is sort of like hearing sort of like especially with the growls, and hearing sort of like the screams, and the sort of like the sort of like all that. No, it's not the Aussie. Um, for some reason, I just don't know why. But I'll try and get it sorted at some point. So yeah, it's yeah, the full sort of like, especially with like the clean and the growl aspect of the vocals. It's sort of like sort of like the going into the hellscape, going into hell type of thing. So really good, really good. So what's your take?
Cool. Well, I saw John's question. I do feature bands like Bastion does. I do feature some heavier black metal, heavy metal. I do. Um, it can vary each week, what comes up, and I have I go through so many different bands and stuff, and I try to kind of pick through them and like pick different ones from different genres as far as rock, whether it's heavy or black. But I was doing a lot of some pretty heavy stuff to start with, and I
Yeah.
think I shocked you. So yeah, I do.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I'll
do.
write that there down there, John. John says, Lisa, can you do Mother Earth for me?
Okay, sure. Yeah, thanks, John. I will. Um, yeah. So my take on this Dead Rabbits. I don't like the name. I love rabbits, but I'm sorry. It's the name of the band. Yeah, Hellscape. I loved the harmonic start with the vocals, and then this strong, growly vocal breakthrough of it. The vocals are so good on this and show a lot of vocal ability from the clean to the growl. Um, yeah, I love the lyrics on this. Very thought inspiring and deep. And the video is very haunting with like red visuals with that like a almost like a black. background with pops of white shining through in some sections. That visual effect is amazing with the fire and the burning and that. So it fit the name so well, Hellscape. Guitars are amazing, and the rhythm section is so strong with the bass and the drums. And at the beginning, that bass just came through like just loved it. Um, Vocals are excellent, and feeling by all the vocalists, very impactful musically, amazing transitions, orchestrations, and the production was really well done on this. So yeah, I love this band. I love this band. So yeah, they're from the US.
Cool, cool. So, um, for me, I said to myself when I watched straight when I first saw it, first saw the band and saw the music and the video, 8.5. But after listening to it a couple of times, I was sort of like I'm starting to nudge towards the to a 9. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I exactly the same 8.5 to a 9. Because at first I was like, that bass just drew me in. That drew me in so fast. So, and then I was like, by the time I listened to it about 3 times, it was like, yeah, this is in more towards the 9. Um, really, really, really impactful, really strong. Yeah, and that cool visuals with the red and that, like with the flames, and so yeah.
yeah, it's same thing for me. It's like it's the bass on the song that really got me. That because it was so strong, and that bass solo about 2/3 of the way through, it was like, yeah, I like this. I like this. I like it. So yeah. So going on to where is it? The next band, is Monroe, and the song "If You're Gonna Swing." So um, I like the drum intro on this, which is pretty cool. Drums are cool, solid throughout. Um, uh, well, it's a solid solid drums and bass. Works really good back line with like the drums and the bass. Um, Guitars are good with the transitions, riffs, and a brilliant solo round about halfway through, which is really good. You got to listen to that. It's sort of like a good, sort of like 80s mid 80s, like sort of like rock and roll, sort of like fast paced. So no, I wouldn't say fast paced, but a good rock. Sort of like riffs and stuff like that. Yeah. Vocals are pretty good, energetic, and solid. Um, and like I said, overall, a really good rock and roll band with a good groove and 80s rock and roll sound. So yeah, good. Yeah, good choice there. Good choice. So Lisa,
Oh, I just have to ask John a quick question. What song from I Mother Earth did you want me to do? Is there a specific song that you'd like me to cover, or is it just different ones? So yeah, this is another band from the US. Such an amazing feel to this song. Really amazing drum intro with the cool guitar riffs, and the vocals came in strong and rock, and I just love the vibe to this song. So energetic and inspirational. It's like a rock and roll anthem, really. Get up, get up. I need a reason. Just swing, meaning just give it a shot, right? It's just, get up and do it, right? I just love that. And that section halfway through with that smoking guitar solo, oh my God, that was so fantastic. Oh, and I loved the kind of sultry vocals that came in after that section with that guitar solo, with that guitar. Oh my God, that was amazing. And it came in, and then the vocals came in, and then it just crescendoed to some amazing beats, and I just love that section. Um, Transitions were excellent throughout, and I loved it all. I love this band. So yeah, musically excellent and really great song. So yeah.
One question there, Lisa.
Hmm.
The websites in Canada ends with CA.
Yeah, yeah, dot
Yeah, I
.ca.
yeah,
Yeah,
I Mother Earth is from Canada.
yeah, yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wasn't.
I think
That's why I'm
they're
asking. Yeah,
I think they're from down east. I think they're Kingston or if I remember correctly. Um,
yeah,
they're like 90s. They started in the 90s, I believe. And yeah, and then they had a hiatus, and then they reunited. Um, so yeah, I think they're from down east, if I'm not mistaken. They got pretty big here in Canada. Um,
yeah.
so yeah, if you want me to do just like an overview or pick a song or um, yeah, I'll do that for you, John.
Yeah. All right. Oh, okay then.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Ozzy. Uh, Hit me up on Instagram. Oh, right.
okay.
John says, "Have you ever seen them live and a new song from them?" Okay, we'll
I
sort
have,
something out.
unfortunately, I've never seen them live. Um, I went to a music festival once where they were supposed to play, and unfortunately, they couldn't make it. So, um, yeah, sometimes stuff like that happens, right? Where it's like, oh, you wanted to see them, but yeah, unfortunately, no, I haven't seen them. But yeah, but I'll do that. I'll do the review for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back to Yes Monroe.
Hmm.
For me, 8.5.
And me and nine. I love this band.
Yeah,
I love just the
yeah,
whole energy. Yeah.
yeah. Very similar. I do like. Don't get us wrong. I do like them, and it's very similar. There's not that much difference. Where
Yeah.
I do like them. I do like them. It's a good overall. Good, really good. I really like them. So
Yeah.
yeah. So going on to the last song is this last song is "Take You Away" by the band Sisters Doll. Um, so for me, uh, drums are brilliant. Like them as they pound, they are pounding and throughout, and the drums really drive the song along. The bass is good. It adds sort of like a depth and richness to it as well because it's that bass line. combine that with the drums, and it sort of like gives that big richness, big like sort of like really good depth to the song. Um, the guitars are amazing. I think of some like stuff like pinch chords on that. It's also there's got it's like slightly distorted in places. 2 minutes in, got a brilliant solo on this. Really good solo. Um, Transitions and the riffs are really good. Um, and the vocals solid. Really work well with us with the music. Yeah, it's really good song, really good song, really good song. So, Lisa,
Well, this one, this one, I'm not sure if Ozzy's heard of this band because they're from Australia. So I picked an Australian band. So yeah, Melbourne, Victoria. So yeah, I love the guitars at the start and that bass. Oh my goodness. You know me, I love the bass. So yeah, and the build up to that rock and beat with the drums. Oh my God, that was just phenomenal. And I love the feel. I love the feel of this song with so much energy and so strong. And that rhythm section is so amazing. Um, and the guitar solos are so good. There's a little over one. There's one over just over halfway, and at the end there was those two solos. Just fantastic. Love the vocals. Musically, everyone is so talented, and there's a catchy melody and tempo. It was really catchy, and transitions were excellent. The lyrics are catchy and easy to hear and flow nicely. Um, yeah, and I love the way the song builds up and yeah, just so catchy. So yeah, love this band. Love this band. So
yeah,
yeah, you should Ozzy. Check them out.
yeah, yes, definitely. Highly recommend to check them out. That Aussie. So yeah, for me, 8.5 to 9. It's somewhere in there. It's somewhere in there.
Yeah, 8.5 for sure. 8.5 for sure for me. And I'm not gonna change my thing now. But yeah,
Yeah,
it probably deserves a little bit more. But I'll stick with what I have. 8.5. Really strong 8.5.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
amazing band.
Alchemy Fire there, John. Alchemy Fire. That's Paul Wright's band called. A really good band. Should that's another band you should check out. Alchemy Fire. That's a really good band. I know they're working on some new music. From what I found out, they're working on some new music. So yeah, no worries there, John. No worries. Yeah, that's it for this part of the show. We are going to go on to what gigs are coming up. But first, midstream grift. Like I said earlier in the show, Lisa Boo's got a store. Show some love to Lisa on his Etsy store, Bootable X Studio, and she does a lot of um, stones, geodes, spheres, towers, jewelry, antique jewelry, makes your own jewelry, all that good jazz. So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, and there's also a chat feature there as well, so you can get in contact with Lisa if you've got a question or something something specific you looking at, or you got any questions for Uh, yeah. Uh, uh, I'm not
I can
going to
get
put.
them
I'm
in
not
for
going.
you, John. I can get them in for you. Bastion already has some fuzzy handcuffs.
Yeah, pink, fluffy ones.
Big, big, pink, fuzzy handcuffs.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
uh, and yeah, yeah. So, um, going on to yeah, check out Ozzy's just put the okay there, John. uh, yeah, yeah. Anyway, going on to so if you are a band and you want us to check out your songs, sure, go to my Linktree, contact me via Instagram or email, which is like in the description, which is Project M Music 2015 at gmail.com. And yeah, get in contact get in contact with me there. And if you are better still, just put it in the comments down below. Just name the band, the song, and we'll do the rest. And it's pretty much the same thing with if you got want us to check about, like John said there. John said earlier, you wanted to get some information about I Mother Earth. So we're going to check them out for him. So if you want, just say, oh, can you check this band out? Whether it be in the live chat or down in the comment section. So, but no links, no links. We do the research here, just to make sure that everybody gets the right link to the relevant band. So we do not want any dodgy links here, because not only have I set the channel up to not accept links from sort of like the from the like basically it's only the mods can actually post links. Only the mods who can actually post them. So yeah, we want to keep everybody safe here. We want to keep everybody safe here. So yeah. So Lisa, gigs. Have you got any?
I do. Our Lady Peace is playing. You have
Just
to.
going to the toilet again.
Okay. 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 Our Lady Peace and Collective Soul with Hotel Myra is playing at Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta. And let's see here. Tickets are going to be $35 to $363.10, and doors open at 7. So and that's at Rogers Place on February 20th. So it's coming up here in what, 5 days? It's a Thursday, so yeah, and it is a big venue. Rogers Place is a huge venue. That's why there's such a difference in prices. Goes from all the way from the nosebleeds. We call it nosebleed section because it's way the heck up in the seats for 35 to all the way to 363.10. And let's see here. Apocalyptica is playing with Nita Strauss, which was going to be a really good show. That's in Edmonton, Alberta. It's at mid, and tickets are $37.50, which is a pretty good deal for Apocalyptica. So yeah, let's see here. Doors open at 6:30. That's a pretty good deal, $37.50. It's a smaller venue. It's Midway Music Hall in Edmonton, and that's February 21st. It's Friday, so Apocalyptica and Nita Strauss. And Decapitated is playing at the Starlight Room in Edmonton, Alberta on February 22nd. It's a Saturday. Tickets are going to be $49.83, which isn't too bad. It's a smaller venue, so they're able to have a smaller price, right? And if you like death metal, Decapitated it's a death metal band from Poland. So if you love your death metal, go check them out. It's going to be a really good show. And let's see here. Lee Aaron is going to be playing with Legacy at the Century Casino in Edmonton on another Saturday, February 22nd. And that's at the casino, Century Casino. Tickets are going to be $68.20 to $89.20, and doors open at 8. And let's see here, what else do we have? We have Theory of the Dead Man. It's going to be at Northern Alberta Jubilee Auditorium. That's in Edmonton, Alberta, and that's on March 6th. It's a Thursday. And tickets are going to be $39.50 to $274.50. Again, it's a little bit bigger of a venue, so yeah, doors open at 8. And that's on March 6th, I believe. Yes, Theory of a Dead Man. It's going to be an amazing show. If you haven't checked them out live, they're really amazing live. Cheap Trick, if you're a Cheap Trick fan, you're going to be playing at Rogers Place in Edmonton on March 21st. It's a Friday, and tickets are going to be $39.50 to $525. Doors open at 8, and again, it's a bigger venue, so that's why the price is going to be from nosebleed seats to the VIP seats. Are going to be quite a bit more. So yeah, let's see here. We have. Oh, just hold on, guys. It's just coming up. Mayhem and Mortis is going to be playing with Imperial Triumphant and New Skeletal Faces at Union Hall in Edmonton. April 4th, Friday, April 4th. And tickets, they don't show tickets for this one, but they're going to be open at 5:30. Doors are going to be open at 5:30. And you'll have to check for ticket prices. Whitechapel is going to be playing on April 5th at the Union Hall in Edmonton. Doors open at 8. Again, they're not showing the ticket prices. Let's see here. Hollywood Undead, Tech 9, Set It Off, and 0936 is going to be playing on Sunday, April 13th at Midway Music Hall. Tickets are going to be $62.50 to $72.50, and doors open at 5:30. And let's see if there's any more. Visions of Atlantis is going to be playing at the Starlight Room April 14th. It's a Monday. Starlight Room in Edmonton. And tickets are going to be $37.75. It's a smaller venue. And doors open at 7. And let's see here. Steel Panther and Buck Cherry and Kurt Dimer are going to be playing the Midway Music Hall on April 18th. It's a Friday. And tickets are going to be $82.50, and doors open at 6. So yeah, that's all I have for gigs today. And
Ooh.
yeah,
Ooh. Um, right.
Pensioner discount. I don't know if they have. I don't know if they have a pensioner discount.
Yeah. Right. What's coming up on the channel? We have on Tuesday we have Grumpy Sapper coming in to yeah, you got some good gigs there, Lisa. On Tuesday at 9 p.m. UK time, we got Grumpy Sapper coming in and doing an interview. He's got a brilliant channel over on it's sort of like um, John just asked, "What is ska music and do you feature on the show?" Ska music is sort of like a punk meets reggae type of thing. It's like two tone, such as say the Specials or Madness or bands such as that. It's sort of like two tone. You got um, Bad Manners. Yeah, Bad Manners. Um, you got that type of thing, and yeah, we do sort of like features. We're open to ska because we grew up on ska. Me personally, I grew up on ska, so yeah, good. Yeah, if you sort of like John, if you got any sort of recommendations, we're open to cover it. So yeah, yeah. So what's coming up on? Like I said, getting back to what's coming up on the channel, we have Grumpy Supper on the 18th, 9 p.m. We've got Burnt by Hatred coming up on the 19th of at 9 p.m. We got The Last Bastion on the 20th at 9 p.m. And then we got Heartlight joining us again on the 27th, the day before they drop the new second album. So,
Awesome.
yeah. And I'm also working on another interview. I'm hoping to get. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping to get. I'm hoping to get them, but the band that I'm trying to get on is they are. We featured them before, but also they are out on tour as well with a big band. So I'm hoping to get a hold of them at some point to for an interview. Oh, I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say who, but I'll tell Lisa after. Actually, I'll tell you that now. In the in So yeah, that's what's coming up on the channel. So got some really cool bands coming up on the channel.
Looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to Grumpy Sappers and you and Grumpy
Yeah.
Sapper. It's gonna be a
Oh
blast.
god. Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. I've been talking to Grumpy behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I've
Well,
just sent you a message.
he's been bringing a lot of his basically his tribe to the channel and
Yeah.
trying to help each other out. And that's what people need to do is to, support other channels and get the views up and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, any collaborations are good.
I've sent you a message there, Lisa. For
Okay.
who I'm trying to get on. I will try, John, getting the sub girls on. Um, but I know they've been touring quite a bit. So it depends on when I can actually get them on and what time zone what time zone they're in. So yeah, I'll try and get them on. I'll try and get them on because I've seen them live back in 2019, and they are not for the faint-hearted. Put it out here, because when I saw them, they were just in the panties.
Yeah. Well,
It will be. It won't be uncut.
days you never know. You could be on a red carpet and all of a sudden somebody comes out. It's stuff like that. So it's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's like I will get them. I will try and get some girls on, but it will be censored. It will be censored because yeah, when I saw them back in 2019 in Newcastle, because I sort of like kept hearing, oh, the load of shit, there's a load of shit, the crap. Don't bother, don't bother. They're just going like on stage, just like with panties on. It's just like, and there's other people I've been hearing saying, oh, they're brilliant, they're brilliant, they're brilliant, they're good. Go and see, the must see band, the must see band. So I just went in when I saw them. I just went in with a open mind to see what they're like. So,
yeah.
and they
A
were
lot of
good.
times it's just for shock value, you
Yeah,
know,
it'd be
get
like,
people in.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was just like a bit like when you were Williams or the Butcher Babies going to basically with like tape on certain parts of the anatomy.
Yeah. Do you
So
remember Gallagher from back in the 70s? He was a comedian and he
yeah,
had an outrageous show. And
yeah,
it was for shock value. I mean, people
yeah,
used to wear raincoats and stuff because he'd
yeah,
be with like watermelons and stuff and
yeah,
shock value.
yeah. Same with Roy Chubby Brown, a Northeast England comedian. He was well, put it this way, he it was extremely blue. The same with Kevin Bloody Wilson, the Australian comedian. He was extremely blue. So it's like, yeah, it was mainly for shock value.
Yeah, Jerry Springer.
So
I see
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, rest in peace, Jerry Springer. Yeah.
yeah. Can't believe he was a mayor. He was a mayor. I can't
Doesn't
remember.
surprise me. He could talk to anybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Totally agree with Kevin Bloody Wilson. Definitely not for the faint-hearted. If you haven't, be very careful around Roy Chubby Brown or Kevin Bloody Wilson. They're not for the faint-hearted. Don't, if you sort of like get offended by swearing and other stuff like that. Don't just don't bother while watching them
Yeah.
because they are um,
Richard Pryor was the same.
yeah, same with
There are
you know,
so many different what was his name now?
oh god,
There's so
Robin
many.
Williams. Robin Williams was
Robin Williams. He was
he
so
can be
amazing.
yeah, close to the knuckle. Same with
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy. Same with Eddie Murphy as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Well,
got close to the knuckle.
they had their TV specials that they would kind of, like cut down and to make it a little bit not so raunchy. And
Yeah.
and there was
George Carlin.
Carlin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh my God,
Oh, better
but
known
he
as
was
Rufus.
so funny. He's
Oh
so
god, yeah,
funny.
yeah. I first came across George Carlin back in 1989 with Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure He played Rufus.
Oh, it's so awesome. I mean, it's just so amazing.
Yeah.
And he told it like it was, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, John.
Would
There's it's just answered John's question there. Anybody who will you will not have on your show or feature rap, straight rap, hip hop, or R&B. All you got to think of is the diddler and basically the diddler. There's people like that. No, we might get on some rap metal metalers such as like say Body Count or Stuck Mojo, people like that. But rap or hip hop, no, no. It's just like just no, basically.
yeah. And that's not to say that we don't like either.
Yeah,
But like R&B, I don't mind R&B. Like there's
yeah,
some rap that I don't mind. But
yeah,
yeah, as far as featuring, it's not quite like we have featured some that have kind of a styling, a little bit of a rap style. And yeah, like you said, it's like a metal, rap metal kind of fusion.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. It's just like I like me personally. I like the early beginnings, the early stuff of hip hop. And nope, definitely not. Yeah, nope, not yay. Yeah, so I like the early rap, early hip hop, but not Striper. Oh, which version? I know you, Ozzy. I know you put the Y one. There's also, I think it's another one. There's another striper with an I. I
There is.
think. Yeah,
I think one's
one's Canadian.
yeah.
I know it's one. There's one. One's Canadian. Little
Well,
kitty back in there. Yeah. Is that
um
the? Yeah.
I was just gonna say when you did your interview, um um Corners of Sanctuary, and he had the striper in the back. He had the
Yeah.
striper poster in the back. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. One's I know one's Canadian and one's where's the other one from? US,
Uh,
I think.
I'll look. You talk, I'll look.
Yeah. 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 The both bands are pretty cool. Really good. Really really cool. Uh, yeah. The striper. I can't remember.
There's Striper with a Y. It's an American Christian metal and
Yeah.
heavy metal band from La Merida, California.
Yeah.
That's with the Y.
Yeah, and the other one is from Canada. I believe that's with the I.
I think so. I believe so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Both bands are good. Well, one came out in the 80s and the other one came out in the 70s, I think. Yeah, Striper with the Y. Yeah,
Mm, oh my goodness. It's not showing the one with the I. Let's see here. some reason it's not showing it. It's just the eye. There's the Stripers. The Stripers. Indie rock blues band. Um, hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Okay, this was saying Striper the band, and it's with Billy Thatcher.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is.
Sonny come up with the one with the Y, striping
Yeah,
with the
that's
Y.
yeah.
Because I'm sure there's sure there's like two.
I'm pretty sure there is too. For some reason, it's just not.
Yeah, I know they just brought out a newish album last year or year before, one of the two. With the one with the Y.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to see it, but it only comes up with the Y. It's
yeah,
just.
yeah. Going on to Black Sabbath, they're doing their one final show in Aston, no, Villa Park, down in Birmingham. One final show with with the original lineup,
Yeah.
and there's been a lot of talk about about the pricing of the seat of the tickets going
There was.
from yeah
Sorry, there was a thing about people trying to sell fake tickets um, as well. You have to be so careful because they were talking about it. There's scalpers and stuff trying to fake the tickets because there's only so many tickets, right?
yeah
And people are paying as crazy amounts of money for tickets that aren't even real. So just be careful, guys. Get your tickets at a reputable place.
yeah go to the um
Event planning place.
uh yeah go to the venue, go to the band's webpage, go to like the because they will direct you to where they get tickets, where you get the tickets.
Yeah.
Well, put this way, John, when I went to see Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne back in 1998, with the travel costs to get from where I live down to Milton Keynes with a stop off in Yorkshire, it was less than £100, and that was 15 bands on the venue as well. It was less than £100 with travel costs.
Yeah. And now Ozzy can't even stand. He has to. He
It's got
can't
to sit down.
stand. Yeah.
Don't
So
get don't get us wrong. They might have like it might have it might be, but personally, it should have stayed retired.
yeah. Well, I think he misses all of his buddies too, right? It's the friends
Yeah,
and the one last. He's still got his voice, but his darn legs are, you know.
yeah,
But like it would be an amazing thing to see the last. Um, but it's too
yeah,
bad that like I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him.
yeah.
But it would have been good to see him when he was still, on his feet and rocking.
His best. Yeah, that's with me. I saw him back in 1998. Doing Ozfest '98 down in Milton Keynes. um, and they were absolutely brilliant. Uh, Ozzy and um, Black Sabbath. They put on a good show, but now I just don't want to see him. I don't want to see him like that way. Actually on stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's oh, it's sad, but I mean, at least he's, trying and um, one last time kind of thing. But I know what you're saying though. Hi, Grumpy.
Hey,
Hi,
you
Grumpy
Grumpy.
Sapper.
Yeah, yeah. Go
Yeah, and
go
yeah,
check out Grumpy on. Go check out Grumpy's set channel. He does amazing stuff over there. So yeah,
yeah, and yeah, like John said, Phil Collins's health isn't very good right now. I heard that too.
um, yeah.
So
Seen
they
some of the
they're getting
photos,
up
and
there.
he's yeah. I know he's had quite a bit of back surgery. Um, the last few years. Plus, he's been getting like a lot of nerve damage as well. Because I've seen an
Yeah,
interview where seen an interview where he has been getting like
yeah,
was
right.
it nerve damage in his hands and back.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
neuropathy.
yeah,
Yeah,
I wasn't sure about what the actual name of it was.
yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah,
It's
but
not. It's not because he's with his drumming, right? Like he
yeah,
can't. But yeah, it can affect the voice too. It can affect a lot
yeah,
of different things. But
yes, yeah. Bruce thinks Bruce from Iron Maiden still worth seeing. Yes, he's still got it. He still runs around like a lunatic. He still belts out the songs. Obviously, not as powerfully like when he was back in the early '80s. Like until around about just before he got diagnosed with throat cancer. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah, this is one of the reasons why I won't go see it. Even though I mean it's one of my favourite bands of all time, I won't go see him again because I don't want to. Because I don't want to ruin that memory of me seeing them.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. If you
but yeah,
haven't seen them before, then it's different, right? But even
yeah,
then, it's like you know um what the sounds are like from the music, and then to go to a live show and then have somebody that's not doing so well, it may change your opinion. But it's always good to be able to get that autograph or that kind of thing too. Um,
yeah,
yeah. So oh, I saw it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, totally agree with you, Grumpy. Bruce will always be. Yeah, same with me. Bruce is one of my favorite uh, singers of all time. He's top. He's number one for me. And not really, John. John says, any Kiss fans here? No, not really. I'm I'm no I'm no Kiss fan.
I don't mind some of the music, but the thing is that in Canada they were played like always, like all the time, like over and over on this. Oh my God, it was just it was one of those things where it's like you love a song and then you play it, it gets played to death, and then it loses its magic, it loses its feeling, and
Yeah,
that's the way it was. It was just played and played and played, and I don't mind the music now going because I haven't listened to it for a long time, but to be like a crazy fan. I'm not, but I don't mind some of their stuff.
I don't, but it's just like to me anyway, they're basically overhyped.
Yeah, yeah, commercialized. They were
Yeah,
very commercialized, and
yeah,
um,
yeah.
yeah. So I
Because
don't
it's
mind
like,
some of their stuff,
yeah,
but
yeah, it's like especially back in the well, obviously 70s and 80s. It's just like Lisa said, they always got played on the radio all the time, or you know what I mean. It's just like
and
it gets
over
it.
and over and over.
Yeah, it's, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's like yeah, Grumpy. I can't wait for Tuesday. Can't wait for Tuesday. So yeah, get you on and have a good time to have a good old chat about what you've been doing. So Lisa, uh, let's get into the
yeah.
wonderful world of Feist. Yeah,
That's that's the book.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, just a quick, yeah. I'm not really keen on Kiss or Nickelback. Don't get us wrong, they've done some decent music over the years, but I just no, I just cannot. Sorry, I know Nickelback's Canadian. I know, yeah. So
yeah.
they're not my taste. They're not my taste.
Well, they get a lot of flack for a lot of stuff, but like being commercialized as well. But I don't mind some of Nickelback's stuff or Kiss's stuff. Um, you know, it just goes to I don't know. It's one of those things where it's played over and over and over again as well. So
Yeah.
um, yeah,
What for me with Nickelback is for me it's Rockstar. It's just like
yeah,
I was constantly hearing that song everywhere. I was just like, no, can it,
yeah.
can it?
That's the thing, right? And then it's almost like having to eat something every day, 3 times a day, and then you get tired of what that is, whether it's mac and cheese or
Yeah,
whatever, you know, and it's like, oh, that's all I can afford this week. So you're eating mac and cheese 3 times a day. So then you get tired of mac and cheese.
yeah, yeah,
Get tired of a band that's played over and over and over again.
yeah. It is.
And
It's like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's just like it's like that goes for any sort of like commercial radio. They get the DJs get told what to play basically. Uh, Lisa, can I send you a dog from?
to eat the mac and cheese, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, cool, 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 Aussie. Um, yeah, Aussie says I do like Striper, Skillet, Sidewalk, Prophets, not metal but rock.
Hmm.
Good banter, good
Yeah.
banter.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, let's get back into the Crown Imperiled.
Hmm.
What do you think?
Well, I'm on chapter 11, so I'm getting there. A little over halfway. A little over halfway. Haven't been able
What do
to
you
read
think?
as much as I wanted
yeah,
to, but yeah, those two characters that we talked about last time, you get to hear a little more about them this time.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's a weird thing, sort of like with the two characters that we yeah, it's weird. It's a weird setup. I've heard it before in real life that certain how can I put this reincarnation type of thing.
Mm, yeah, coming back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've, yeah, I've heard of that too.
yeah.
Um,
So
yeah, it's kind of the same idea, I guess.
yeah, so yeah,
Yeah, I'm almost there, John. I'm almost there. I'm getting there. I only have how many? Four or five?
four. That's four, no, five, including the new one. So I will be getting the new
And
one from the library at the minute. I'm going to go into the library, my local library, see if I can get the copy of the new one. John says, "Is it easy to get? Is it starting to get easier to read the books now that you've been reading for
mm,
about a year now?"
um, yes. Um, mind you, it wasn't really, some of the subject matter was a little difficult at the beginning there, but as far as reading being easier, you get to kind of know the flow of an author. Um, you kind of get to know um, how he
You
writes
get,
and how
yeah,
he,
I was going to say the style of writing.
yeah,
You do get used to the style of writing.
yeah. So in that respect, yes. Um, I wish I had more time each day to read. I would have been done by now probably if I would have
Yeah,
been like reading like I want to read. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, yeah. Once you get going, like it's like it took a while to get this book. It took me
Uh,
what 2 weeks. So that was kind of a break in between there too. So it took me a little bit to get back
yeah.
into the story, right? Um, but you pick it up. You get to where you're like caught up. You're back, and um, yeah, it's getting to a really good point, and I'm oh I already I'm like I want to order the next book. So it,
Which I think it's Magician's End. I think.
yeah, yeah, and that scares me, that title.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's I knew. I won't see it. I won't see it. I knew. Well, I will say. I knew the Rift War cycle, which is like covers the whole lot, was coming to an end, but I knew there was. I knew it was like the new series was coming in, like the Fireman Saga. So yeah, it's like something to look forward to. But and that's far as that is the far as far as I will go on the subject because I don't want to spoil it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. And I totally agree, John. I was the same way. I was the same way because sometimes certain characters they get, like they're close. They're kind of close. Close. They get close to you. Like you get to know them, and yeah, Mara is actually my favorite character um, through
Yeah,
the books, even though she hasn't been in, like, her story will never end, really, because you hear about her and what she did, like, for um the kingdom as well as Calawan. And her story will never end through her, what she's done for different people, right? So
you know, it's not just
yeah,
like Kelvin and Chemia. It's like for like pretty much the universe, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
it certain parts of the book, which I won't try not to give too much away. She's done a lot for everybody, really, indirectly for everybody.
yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah,
Because yeah, I'm at the minute I'm rereading the Empire books. Um, I've just getting past the the new warlord. It's been book two of
yeah,
the Empire. You,
yeah,
people who've read the Empire books know exactly what I mean. The pick of the new warlord.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that was that Kevin Mara. Um, the oh yeah, in the Bear Palace, in the Bear Empire Emperor's Palace, Light of Heaven Palace, shall we say? Which I'm not going to say too much because it's even now. I know well I know what's coming up and which I'm not looking forward to. If you know what I mean. A couple of things in book two it happens. I'm not looking, even though I've read it numerous times, it still gets us.
Yeah. Just thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's yeah, it's yeah,
But I guess it's getting almost to 4 o'clock, and we wanted to kind of finish a little bit earlier
yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah. It's because we've got he's the magician. He kicked it all off in the first
Yeah,
book, Magician.
yeah,
So yeah, Pug, you Pug is an orphan boy working in the kitchens of Castle Cradery on the far coast of the Kingdom of the Isles, and from there he just okay. Grumpy, get some sleep. See
sleep
you on
well.
Tuesday. See you on Tuesday. So yeah, it all well, it's just like your lowly little kitchen minion working in the castle curatery on the on the far coast of the Kingdom of the Isles on the planet of Bohemia. And yeah, it all starts from there. And you got to watch. You got to read the magician to what he becomes, basically. Which I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to say. Lisa knows who he turns out to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you'll have to read them, John.
yeah, you got to read them. You got to read them because yeah, you got to read them. You literally got to read them because basically the emotional journey that Poe goes through. He's yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So guys, we're going to start wrapping things up. We've got 5 minutes to go to
Gonna-
the premiere of the Black Rose interview.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping I can actually do this. Um, I'm hoping to actually do this. So bear with us, guys. Bear with us. I can actually redirect you. I'm hoping I can actually do it.
Just gonna read
Uh,
my fortune cookie.
I'll go. Yeah. I'll set this up there, do the fortune cookie.
Okay. Okay, guys, this is the fortune for today. Treat others as you would treat yourself. That's a good one. Okay, lucky numbers 3, 5, 8, 10, 21, 44. Remember, if you win,
Oh, yes. You won 10%. Right. I'm hoping I can actually read. If not, I'll just grab the link, I'll spam it into the chat there.
yeah. Just remember, guys, we love you. Be good to each other. Treat each other well.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
drink and drive.
totally, totally. Yeah. Right. Bear with us, guys. This is the first time I've actually done something like this to redirect. Right. Bear with us. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. So until, like I said, on the 18th, um, we have Grumpy Supper on Tuesday. We have Burnt by Hatred on the 19th. Last Bastion on the 20th. That's for this week. That's the week coming up. So, yeah, coming up. So, yeah, I'm all flustered now. So, yeah, head on over to, in about 2 minutes' time, we got the Black Rose interview that was pre recorded earlier today. So, head on over. So we'll see you over there over on the Black Rose, um, interview. It's a premiere, so you can actually watch it, and I'll be there in the chat. Uh, so yeah, let's grab the link and then we can go over. So until in about a minute's time, we'll see you over there. So until next time, we'll catch you all later.
Take care.